Okay, quick recap of how my day has been going so far. Since 1:50 a.m. today, I started my day. So what I do sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night to meditate and check what is happening. So first of all, you can see around 1:50 a.m. today, getting ready for the new week volatile day. Yesterday was manipulation, so I was waiting for a clearer move before on the London session, the New Year session. So I started my day with some motivation. Trading is 90% psychology in terms of technical. So technical analysis you understood today. Yes, it's good to go, but trust me, trading is your mindset. Trading is you against you, not you against the market. The moment you try to fight the market, you lose money. So do a proper top-down analysis and decide what areas you should be trading from psychologically. Stop focusing on the charts. They are just sign language and leaves and footprints it leaves for you to follow. Use your brain. The market always gives you at least 4 to 8 hours to plan your entries. There, I've never seen any market that gives you less than 4 hours. Some markets can even take you a waiting period of 4 days, 1 week, even 1 month, depending on the asset you are trying to trade. Are you getting? So we started with some psychological tips and the calmer you are, the clearer you think. The calmer you are, the clearer you think. Move with strategy, not with your emotions. I want to say something about this. It's just like you want to make money through trading and you don't want to, you don't want to pass through the learning process or the understanding process. It's just like you wanting to be a doctor, you want to go and do an operation for it, and you are not a surgeon. Um, you might pass through some phases, but at the end of the day, you end up killing the person and you end up going to jail. Or you want to be a mechanic and you don't know, as in you don't know how to repair a car, you just want to take up a mechanic job. You spend someone's car, buy the car, the money they are supposed to pay you end up using it to buy, you know, getting more money to buy a car, the person's car, because you don't know the necessary tools you are supposed to use in repairing that car. You don't even know what the spanner is. Even though you know what the spanner is, you know what the radiator is, you know how to put the radiator back, you know how to couple the engine back. It's still same thing as trading. So you have to take years, if not months, at least some few, maybe 3 to 6 months. I usually tell my mentees 3 to 6 months of training and what was it called, 6 months to 2 years of mastering your trading, because you can't go to university without learning process. It takes 4 years for the lowest course in university. Why don't you want to take that time to gather all your tools, learning about your chart patterns, your candlesticks, all the tools trading needs, all the market structures, at least all everything that it entails before you go into trading. So today, around that, let me see, 2 a.m. I was analyzing the gold chart where you saw that we had this previous support and resistance. Yes, and so I was analyzing the gold chart and um, I saw this particular movement on the gold chart where we had a head and shoulders pattern, and we later had what's it called? We later had an ascending triangle chart pattern, which we know that definitely if it's not breaking above 1952, 1953 to bring us to the downside. So if you apply your Fibonacci retracement levels to that, you see that we'll have a reversal at 1946, 1945 area back to the upside, in which I took a trade. I took two trades from 1949.45 to 1947 and 1950.87. So I made about $3,100 from that chart. Then my small accounts were all growing since on the 14th of this month. You can see how many trades I took. So today, right now, what I'm trying to show you is that okay, this was the EuroCAD trade. So let's go to the chart and check whatever happened on EuroCAD, and let me show you something why I left that trade. So on EuroCAD, if you watched my YouTube video yesterday, I was waiting for something called so if I should go to maybe the 30 minutes time frame and show you whatever happened on EuroCAD. And if you don't know this, how would you be able to Are you getting on Eurocard? What we were expecting yesterday was, let me go to the 1 hour chart. What we were expecting yesterday was, you know, a breakdown. Since we had this breakdown, we are on this bearish ascending channel which has the possibility of breaking to the downside. So we were trying to check if we will break from here yesterday to the downside, but unfortunately there's a chart pattern I've shown you guys before, where we after a break of structure we had a head and shoulders pattern like we had on gold. After a break of structure, retest and continue to the downside. If we reclaim that structure, what happens? We'll continue to the upside. Becoming liquidity. So that was why I left the trade yesterday. So check back. I think I don't know what happened last week that I had to bring that particular strategy out, where you have your what's it called, chart patterns, your continuations or your reversal chart patterns, break and retest. But what happened? It came with a bullish, like we did yesterday on gold. Why we didn't trade yesterday on gold? It came back with a much bullish. This is not supposed to happen. For it to come back like that, it might reclaim this broken support. It might reclaim this broken support. Are you getting it? And retest it and continue to the upside. So by the time I woke up, I saw that we've reclaimed already, and I had a sniper entry. at 0.5, then 10 pip stop loss. Then before the other one I entered, as you can see I had a sniper entry at 1.1435, which if you bring our Fibonacci retracement levels in, you see that I had this entry at 1.35. So I was hoping that if it takes it as 0.5, 1.4435, they can continue to the downside, but instead it reclaimed and switched to the upside. So it came back, reclaimed and switched to the upside with this candle. So I ought to leave around. When I woke up, I saw that we are breaking above the here already, so I had to leave. So whatever is happening here right now, just know that this market might be bullish again also. So hold on, if I should take all this off. So if I should take this off first and show you whatever is happening here. So we are still in this channel, but we have another resistance here. So whatever I'll be doing is taking this guy off and continue with this channel. So whatever is going to happen on this channel right now, remember on my video I said that if we are bouncing from this and we are not breaking it, that will be a disaster, because we might just actually reverse back to the upside from here. So watch that video. I told you that you should watch out for your levels in case I'm sleeping, anybody's sleeping before this happens, which has happened already. So we were able to reclaim that using that strategy. So anyone that saw this and entered a buy, just leave it until probably we take off all this liquidity. But it's not worth it, trading inside an accumulation phase. So to me, this is an accumulation phase we are right now that will either recover here, retest, then I'll start looking for a buy here. I will not look for a buy now. I'll look for a buy here to the upside, or come back to this resistance, then start breaking this trend line, then I can start selling to the downside. So that's what I'm looking at. Another factors that helped you also break that what was it called yesterday was this speech this morning, 8 a.m. this morning, from what's it called, European Bank Central Bank, Andrea Enria, chief chair of supervisory board of European Central Bank, is said to speak. So when he spoke, his speech often contained indications of the future possible direction of monetary policy. So that's what happened on this morning. And I think the news that came by helped Eurocard break above this previous support. This previous support, it helped break above this previous support and retested it, reclaimed it, and is on the move to the next resistance at 4.5000. So if you are taking 1.4419, that's on that like 80 pips to 1.500 resistance. Are you getting? So we've reclaimed that. So don't try to say, okay, let's get to our supply before getting out of that trade. So you should know about all these tools that after a break, are you getting it? We're not supposed to be getting another reclaiming it, trapping us here that made us make that loss. So unfortunately, AUD card came in and rescued me from that loss this morning also, and this was what happened on AUD card. Same thing I was expecting on Euro card. AUD card had it yesterday, so we had a head and shoulders pattern that broke, retested like what I was looking for, and came down, giving me this trade of $2,100 yesterday, recovering my $381, recovering my $1,400. So all over today, I'm still in profit of $3,378 altogether. So that's what we have for today. So I'll be looking at gold today. I'll also be looking at Euro USD today, but overall, this is where we are on the gold. This is where we are on gold. So we had a descending channel which we broke out from yesterday. We tested 0. So we had this a falling wedge, and I was telling one of my friends yesterday, that I think this was a gap we are trying to fill from these fundamental news that happened last time. So I drew a Fibonacci retracement level on this falling wedge, since it's a bullish continuation pattern in which we perfectly did a binged on, and right now we are trending to the upside, in which we perfectly touched it from here. So we're breaking this previous support. We're breaking this previous support right now because we had a minor support there yesterday. So if I can just go to maybe the 30 minutes or 15 minutes time frame, you saw that we had a head and shoulders pattern here also yesterday, which we broke to the downside. Now we're reclaiming it back like we did on Euro card just now. So since we're reclaiming it back, that's to me, and it is reclaiming back on 0.5, this market is turning bullish to go to the upside already. So if I should take this off and probably show you whatever is happening, you can see that we also have a head and shoulders pattern. So when you know all your tools and the right way to use them, there's nothing like fear in this business again. You are just the one that is not having all the tools and all the knowledge all together to be able to use them to your favor, because definitely you should be seeing these important areas even though they are on the lower time frame, because these were support. We tried, we couldn't, we came again, we couldn't, we came. Now we are breaking this previous resistance, now turn support, which is a triple bottom or a head and shoulders pattern break and retest. And I'm taking a trade all the way from here now after this video back to 1968 area. Then if we can break it to the upside, changing character again, that we can find a retracement back to 1980. So this is what I'm looking out for. So watch out for your areas and know how to use very good risk to reward ratio. And me in Vision next year will like taking up to like 5 risk to reward ratio, 4 risk to reward ratio, and at least 3 risk to reward ratio. So if I'm going to take this, if it's going to hold properly well, if this demand is going to hold properly well, so what we should be doing from 1950 to 1947, if this demand that is broken right now is going to hold, that means we are going to take a trade. Immediately we are seeing some bounces back to 1968 area. So this since this video cannot go on what's it called, since this video cannot go on Telegram, I will just upload it on YouTube for each and everyone to see where we are, to know that the trading is a game of probability. You cannot be 100% right, but at least make sure that you have probably up to, like, out of 10 trades, win up to 7, at least win up to 6, you'll be profitable. Even though you are using a 1-to-1, win up to at least 6 trades, you'll still be profitable. When you're winning only 4 or 5 trades and you're losing 5, that's break even. 5/5 is break even. But when you have probably 3 risk to reward ratio and 5 risk to reward ratio, even 5 of your trades is like 300 to 500% of your invested capital. Are you getting it? So just know what you're doing. For now, I'm saying that we've broken out of this falling wedge on gold. We've broken out, so this is a change of character for me. A retest at that demand takes us back up. So this is what you have right now. Take care and bye for now. Bye. Have a blessed 20th of June.